Throughout my life, I've heard thousands of stories of triumph, heartbreak, and the human spirit's power to overcome. What stands out most are those who started with nothing and built everything. These aren't tales of privilege, but of people who rose from poverty, abuse, and rejection, refusing to let their circumstances define them. Today, we celebrate that spirit by exploring the journeys of 10 incredible billionaires who truly went from rags to riches. Their stories prove the power of resilience, vision, and belief in shaping your own destiny. Let's begin. Number 10. Our journey begins with Chang, who immigrated to America from South Korea in 1981 with nothing but hope. He worked 3 jobs, janitor, gas station attendant, and coffee shop worker, just to survive. Instead of envy, he felt curiosity, asking successful customers about their work. He noticed the garment industry thrived and saved every penny for 3 years. In 1984, with $11,000, he and his wife opened a tiny clothing store in Los Angeles Fashion 21. The store was an instant hit, offering trendy, affordable fashion. They worked tirelessly, understanding their community's needs. That single store grew into Forever 21, a global empire with hundreds of locations. Chang's story reminds us, it's not where you start, but what you see and how hard you work. From mopping floors to building a fashion empire, he stitched his dream into the fabric of America. The American dream is alive, and it's sown with faith, grit, and vision. Let's move on. Number 9. Shahid Khan's journey proves your beginnings don't determine your destiny. Arriving in America from Pakistan with $500, he spent his first night at a YMCA and washed dishes for $1.20 an hour. That job was his first step toward independence. After earning an engineering degree, he joined Flex Gate, saw inefficiencies, and envisioned a better car bumper. He started his own company, Bumper Works, and soon bought out Flex Gate. Today, it's a global automotive supplier, and Khan is a billionaire. But he didn't stop there. He bought the NFL's Jacksonville Jaguars and Fulham FC. The man who washed dishes now owns the fields where legends play. His story is about seeing opportunity where others see obstacles. Grit, vision, and relentless work, those are the real game changers. From the kitchen sink to the stadium, Khan's journey is proof. Let's keep going. Next up, a story close to my heart. Number 8. This is my story. Born in rural Mississippi to a teenage single mother, I grew up poor, potato sacks for dresses poor. My grandmother taught me to read before I was 3, and in church I found my voice. My childhood was marked by trauma and abuse, but books became my refuge and education. I started in media by winning a local pageant, then working at a radio station in high school. In TV news, I was told I was too emotional, but that empathy became my strength. Hosting AM Chicago, we broke the rules, talked about real struggles, and soon became number 1. That show became the Oprah Winfrey Show. For 25 years, we used TV to uplift and inspire, building a community and an empire. My story proves your voice has power and your pain can become your purpose. No matter where you start, you can define your own destiny. From poverty to possibility, your story can change the world. Let's meet the next dreamer. Onward. Number 7. Howard Schultz grew up in Brooklyn's public housing, watching his father lose everything after an injury. That memory fueled his vow. If he ever built a company, it would treat employees with dignity. He was the first in his family to go to college, then worked in sales, where he discovered a small Seattle shop, Starbucks. Inspired by Italian coffee bars, he envisioned Starbucks as a community hub, not just a coffee shop. The original owners disagreed, so Schultz started his own coffee bar, Il Giornale, proving his vision worked. He later bought Starbucks, merging it with his own company. Schultz introduced benefits and stock options for all employees, a revolutionary move. He built the company he wished his father had worked for. Starbucks became a global symbol of community, one cup at a time. Schultz's story is about turning hardship into a mission. He brewed more than coffee, he brewed belonging. Next, let's see how dreams are woven into fashion. On to Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren, born Ralph Lifshitz in the Bronx to poor immigrants, dreamed of a more elegant life. He escaped reality at the movies, studying the style of icons like Cary Grant. With no design training, he started with a single idea, a wider, more luxurious necktie. His boss rejected it, so Ralph struck out on his own, making ties from rags and selling them from a drawer. He named his brand Polo, evoking the world he admired. Neiman Marcus took a chance and the brand was born. Lauren expanded into clothing, fragrances, and home goods, selling not just products but a lifestyle. The boy from the Bronx designed the look of the American dream for millions. Style, he proved, is about how you dream. From rags to runways, Lauren's vision changed fashion forever. Next, a story of connection across continents. Let's meet Jan Koum. Number 5. Jan Koum grew up in Ukraine with no hot water or electricity, then immigrated to California as a teen. He and his mother lived on food stamps. Jan swept grocery store floors to help. Teaching himself computer networking, he landed a job at Yahoo, where he met Brian Acton. After leaving Yahoo and being rejected by Facebook, Jan saw a need for simple, private communication. Inspired by his own struggles, he created WhatsApp. No ads, no frills, just connection. The app exploded in popularity, offering privacy and utility to millions. In 2014, Facebook bought WhatsApp for $19 billion. The boy who once had nothing built a tool that connected the world. Koum's story is about turning scarcity into innovation. From sweeping floors to changing global communication, anything is possible. Now let's travel to Russia for a tale of survival and strategy. Meet Roman Abramovich. Onward. Roman Abramovich lost both parents by age 4 and grew up an orphan in Soviet Russia. He started as a street trader and mechanic, always hustling for opportunity. With the Soviet Union's collapse, he seized the chaos, acquiring oil giant Sibneft in a legendary deal. Navigating post-Soviet Russia's dangers, he became a billionaire oligarch. Abramovich later bought Chelsea Football Club, transforming it into a European powerhouse. From orphan to oil tycoon to football legend, his rise is a masterclass in survival and strategy. He turned loss into power and obscurity into global influence. The Wild East rewarded the bold, and Abramovich was boldest of all. Next, a dropout who built a luxury kingdom. Meet Francois Pinot. Number 3. Francois Pinot, bullied for his rural accent, dropped out of school at 16 and joined his father's timber business. He had a knack for spotting value, buying struggling companies and turning them around. In the 1990s, he shocked the world by pivoting from timber to luxury, acquiring brands like Gucci and Balenciaga. Pinot's holding company, Kering, is now a global fashion powerhouse. The boy mocked for his background now shapes the language of luxury. He's also a major art collector, owning thousands of masterpieces. Pinot's journey proves your beginnings don't define your boundaries. He turned shame into a kingdom, on his own terms. From dropout to luxury mogul, he rewrote the rules. Now let's meet the samurai of Silicon Valley. Number 2. Larry Ellison was born to a single mother and raised by relatives in Chicago, always feeling like an outsider. Dropping out of 2 colleges, he moved to California and taught himself computer programming. At Ampex, he worked on a CIA database project codenamed Oracle. Inspired by a new way to organize data, he founded a company with just $2,000. Oracle became the dominant database software for businesses worldwide. Ellison's relentless drive and vision built a tech empire. The boy, told he'd never amount to anything, became a titan of the information age. Sometimes the greatest motivation is proving everyone wrong. From rejection to revolution, Ellison changed the digital world. Now the dreamer who reached for the stars. Or Number 1. Elon Musk, born in South Africa, was a bullied, bookish child who found solace in computers. At 12, he sold his first video game and dreamed of America. After struggling through college, he and his brother started Zip2, sleeping in their office. Musk sold Zip2, then poured his fortune into X.com, which became PayPal. After eBay bought PayPal, Musk risked everything on 3 wild ideas: SpaceX, Tesla, and SolarCity. In 2008, both SpaceX and Tesla nearly collapsed, but Musk refused to give up. A last-minute NASA contract and investment saved his companies. From those ashes, he built the world's most valuable car company and a revolutionary rocket firm. Musk's journey is about betting everything on the future. The boy who lived on $1 a day now builds tomorrow. Dream big, no matter your beginnings. One last message before we close. Your story is just beginning. These billionaires didn't just chase money, they chased freedom, vision, and a better life. Their journeys prove your beginnings don't define your end. From janitors to moguls, they built legacies with resilience and belief. If you're dreaming big but starting small, let these stories fuel your spirit. The path is hard, but it's possible. Your story isn't over, it's just beginning.